Así arranca un nuevo Es Esto la Fábrica del día de la fecha, esta sección en donde lo que hacemos es intentar hablar de la industria de la música, algo que nos apasiona, y para hacerlo siempre nos nutrimos de diferentes diálogos. Hemos hablado con productores musicales, hemos hablado con sonidistas, hemos hablado con gente de todos músicos, sobre todo músicos, y hoy nos vamos para Alemania para hablar con la amiga CLARA HABERKAMP, que ya está conectada con nosotros. Hi Clara, my name is Manu, there is Raulo. Are you listening me good?
Yes, I can hear you well, thanks.
No,
can you hear me as well? Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna leave you with my friend Raulo. He's gonna make the same question we make all band and all artists from all parts of the world. We talk. Later we're gonna talk about for the present of your project. Okay?
Okay. Yes. Thanks.
Perfect. Sí, Clara, thanks. Sí, es excelente todo. Thanks for your time, Clara. It's amazing to speak with you. So we are live. We are going to start with the interview. Please tell us your full name, where are you from, and how old are you?
I am CLARA HABERKAMP. I live in Berlin, but originally I am from a city near Dortmund in North Rhine-Westphalia in Germany, and I am 36 years old.
36, okay. And can you tell us which is your first memory of you listening to music?
As my parents are musicians, I think my first memory, maybe I was 4 years old when I had the first memory. Yes, I think it was them practicing with their saxophone quartet.
Oof. Excellent. Beautiful. See, and which was your first instrument and which was the first song that you learned?
My first instrument was the voice, I think, but I don't remember learning a song. I think then piano, and the first song was a little Menuet by Bach.
Excelente, sí. Another level. O sea, Manu, estamos en otro nivel, ya empezó así esto. Sí. We are going to try to keep on with the interview. Perfect. Sí. And can you tell us, are there any places to study music for free, or you have to pay to study music in your region when you were young?
When I was young, you mean very young, like 11 years old?
Yes.
Yes, of course I had to pay private lessons, yes. But then very soon I could, not so soon, but I could study when I was 19, and then I didn't have to pay because it was all with auditions and selected things, and so it was for free. I'd studied very, very long, I think 10 years.
So, sorry, the question, this is a personal question. What do you think about the selectivity for have a free education?
I think to select students is not about if it's free or not. Some systems that you pay for, you also select students because of the level that they need to have. Yeah.
Sí.
Is that an answer?
Sí, it's okay.
También Raulo se da porque mucha gente quiere el mismo puesto, la misma vacante.
La misma vacante, sí, lo que acaba de decir, perfecto. Sí, it's a great what you're saying. Sí. And can you tell us which was the first concert that you went?
That I went to?
Uh-huh.
I think when I was maybe 10 years old, it was a jazz concert by a big band.
Wow. See, and you remember the situation? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I love the situation. I was not so used to all the brass instruments. They didn't really mean so much to me because I didn't know it, and it was kind of not familiar. But I loved the singers and the rhythm section. I was always into rhythm section, drums, bass, and yeah, this is what I like.
Manu is laughing because I'm a bass player, you know. So.
Oh, okay. I love bass, yeah. Very connected, yeah.
Excelente. Sí. And can you tell us when and why did you decide to start a solo music career?
I think I always wanted to be an artist, a musician. I think later I wanted also to be an artist. I don't know if there's a real difference between these two, but I think Solo artist, I think I wanted to show everyone what I can do. Since, also as a little girl, I invited the neighbors and said, okay, I practiced this and made little concerts. So I think since ever I wanted that, yeah.
See, and you came from a small town and then you went to big places. It changed your mind or not?
Oh, it was very hard because I'm used to that I know everyone on the street and also nature and countryside and everything. And Berlin is, of course, a very big city, and I still miss it. But I also know that I have to that it's important for me to be here and that it's inspiring for my mind. So you can't have everything, and I try to go to different places to get what I need. So I don't stay here all the time. So I go around and
Perfect. See. In 2012, you released your first album, 100 Dreams. How was the recording process?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, you made some research. That's great. Mm-hmm. So the recording process was, I was alone doing the recording, and it was a bit dry, just me and the sound engineer, and it was a bit, I felt like there was not such an inspiring environment. But then the guy who wanted me to do the record and who was kind of the motivator for it, he came with me into the studio and said, okay, let's do it again, and then it was great. So I needed to repeat.
An honest answer. Thanks for that. See, wow. See, and you study. You have the chance to study a lot. How that impacts when you're playing? It's a mix of your soul and the things that you learn, or not?
It's a great question again. I made a lot of study, and I did this dissertation also, like making a doctoral thesis in the end. So sometimes I become very brainy and very avant-garde and overthinking. But when I play music, I'm leaving everything behind. So also there are these parts where I'm what do you say, nerdy or brainy, or I don't know, but then I'm really feeling to express the emotion. This is still the most important, and for me melody is also the most important. So the soul is more important than the other stuff.
Wow, see. We have the chance to meet people, pianists, player, and that kind of things. And for us, the common listeners, it's hard to find the little differences between when a really high-level musicians play one thing and the same thing from another people, and it's hard for us to notice the differences, But you can feel that kind of things, no?
Yes, of course.
So why?
Of course. You mean that if I notice the level?
No. For example, some person plays Mozart, and another player plays exactly for us the same. No, but you can feel the differences. When you are really high, in a high level. Why do you think that happens?
Okay. The difference is also about personality, I think. So if the person is able to lay their personality into the music, maybe, and play very nuanced, like when it's quiet, play very quiet, or also be a bit, take some risk. I think this is also, you see if someone has their own mind or not.
Wow. Wow, yeah. Sí, tremendo lo que está contando Manu. I'm going to make a little translation for the Spanish listeners, okay? Sí.
Yes,
estamos hablando con Clara Haberkamp, que bueno, es de un pueblo muy chiquitito de Alemania, cerca de Dortmund. Ahora está viviendo en Berlín. Tuvo la oportunidad de estudiar un montón de música. Dice que empezar una carrera solista fue desde muy chiquita, porque siempre quiso mostrarle a la gente cómo ella tocaba. En 2012 grabó su primer primer álbum que se llama 100 Dreams, y ahí dijo que la primera sensación fue muy seca. Entró el productor y le dijo, tócalo de vuelta, y ahí fue como que se calmó un poco todo. Y después lo que nos estaba comentando Manu, que es una cosa que ya lo hablamos con otros músicos de ese nivel, que dos personas tocando la misma canción, ellos se dan cuenta cuando por ejemplo, lo que nos estaba contando, cuando toman algunos riesgos o el tipo de personalidad que toma. Y una de las cosas que cambió mucho, por lo menos para mí, es que incluye mucho exponen su personalidad. Por ejemplo, cuando tocan partes tranquilas, si realmente la parte es tranquila, o si tocan bajitos, si realmente la parte es muy bajita, y ahí es a donde se notan los pequeños riesgos que toman estos artistas de ese nivel cuando tocan. Impecable lo que acaba de explicar, es increíble. Bueno, sí, tremendo. Manu, ¿tenés alguna pregunta?
La misma que le hicimos anteriormente a la misma entrevista, ¿cómo llega al jazz?
Sí. Sí. Manu wants to know, it's an interesting question. When did you meet jazz? Why? You are a classical player,
jazz.
Sometimes you went to jazz.
Yeah. I think when I was 10, and this was because my parents are musicians too, and my father could show me an access to jazz very early. So maybe other people only have the chance later, but it was very early. And then, since then, I love mostly to improvise. So this was something I liked.
Los padres son músicos, tremendo, sí. Clara, some days ago you released your last single, Air. You changed many things in the recording process since the first one?
Yes, because it is more than 10 years ago, or since then, and of course I don't repeat recording sessions anymore. I just have to be professional in the moment, and that worked out very well, so it's fine.
Tremendo, sí. And the feelings, it changed a lot since the first one and this one? Sí.
Yes, a lot, because now the most important is that I really like it, and it doesn't matter if if the jazz scene likes it or if it's commercial or not. I have to like it, otherwise I think there's not a chance to, it's just,
Beautiful.
And I do,
See, we make the same questions in the other interview. Do you think that sadness still inspires the artist, the art, or it becomes only something aesthetic?
Sadness. Yeah, I mean, it's much more easy to write a sad piece than a happy piece. Much more. But there's also a way, for example, the Air that by Bach, that is normally, of course, a classical piece.
Beautiful, and, beautiful.
So this is, I don't know if it's sad, but it's somehow a sacred piece. So it's like very quiet and calm, and this is also very inspiring. Sadness itself, I mean, I think it's more about energy. So when I improvise, I think about energy, like fiery moments, a lot of energy, or to transform the energy into something very silent and soft. Yeah. But it can't be always sad, because this is too exhausting.
La cabeza, it's beautiful what you are saying. See, beautiful. See, do you have any composition process?
Yes. The composition process always changes, but I think my composition process is what you said, also from the heart. So I just decide I like that, and then I do it. So there are some excesses. I noticed that I have 4. So first, you transform the emotion directly to a sound or something. The second is that you get inspired by others, like classical musicians, for example, and you play it, and then you feel inspired and change it into your own language. This would be the second. The third, oh my God, I don't know if I can do it. Improvising. So you improvise, and while you improvise, you find a motive or a pattern that you repeat and develop.
Okay, sí. And I want to another personal question, no? How do you feel about young people now making music?
Ahora, ella es docente, ¿no? También.
You are a teacher. You.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
complex question. Sorry for this.
No, it's a very good question. I think when I turned 30, I was too close to the young people, so I couldn't have an opinion about it. But now I feel, in the last 2 or 3 years, I feel very connected to them, because I see that it's not another generation, but it's not my generation. And I see that they do things differently. And I'm now teaching at the same university that I was learning, and they want to be very, very good jazz musicians. So they practice a lot, and I know that feeling from before. But they are not arrogant at all. They are very open-minded, and this is so great, because I don't know if my generation was. I don't know. I think they weren't arrogant. Some of them maybe, but the people now, they are not at all. They are very open and very friendly. It's great to see that.
Sí. Manu, ¿alguna pregunta?
Sí, te pido que traduzcas lo que acaba de decir, que estuvo re bueno, si lo tenés anotado, y si no, seguimos.
Todo es hermoso, todo lo que está diciendo. It's beautiful what you are saying, sí. We really like it, sí, and we agree. Bueno, le estaba preguntando por, bueno, si ella da clases, es profesora también. Ella está dando clases en otra universidad, y una de las cosas que le pasa que ella siente, le pregunté qué piensa que le está pasando a la gente joven con la música, y me dice que a los 13 me lo podría haber dicho, pero bueno, ahora no tiene más 13 años, es grande y siente directamente que la gente en este momento es de otra generación, digamos, y una de las cosas que pasa es que antes ella es su opinión personal, percibía que la gente era un poco más arrogante. Dice que los chicos jóvenes ahora son un poco más abiertos, tienen la cabeza un poco más abierta y no son tan arrogantes como era antes, según la percepción personal que tiene ella de cómo son ahora, sí.
Okay, Clara, I feel that in these days and age, face-to-face teaching, you know, the real human connection outside the screens, has become something almost artisanal, you know. It's a thing that I deeply admire in that time. I also I have a fear that this kind of activity slowly disappear, you know. The face-to-face connection. What do you find there that technology or screen could never replicate in the contact with your student?
Oh, that's a great question too, because these are the thoughts that I have in mind right now, because I think it's very important to think about it, what human beings can do. Screens could never do that, or AI or something, they could never do that, because you have to feel how this person wants to express themselves. So you have to feel this person too, and this is not possible without feeling the aura, or I don't know. So you have to create a space for them that they feel comfortable, but also feel not pressured, but they feel inspired to work. And this is only possible when you're with them, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question from me, Raúl and Clara. You know, we live in this time, and there's a lot of composition process in technology, you know, and new sounds, you know, that and that kind of sound. You are open to that kind of sounds in the jazz, or not? Because your sound is more like a strong acoustic root, you know, in the jazz. But you are open to that kind of new sounds in this new area.
Do you mean electronic sounds? Also, yes. I wouldn't say that I'm not open, but right now I'm not really interested in doing it.
Maybe the Clara for the future.
Espectacular.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much. It was great to talk to you.
Sí, espectacular, muy bueno, Manu, muy bueno, sí, muy bueno. Thanks for your time. It's incredible what you're saying. It inspires us, you know, this kind of things. Sí. And three more questions. How do you produce the visual parts? You know, the photos, the videos, and that kind of things.
I was doing it on my own for a long time, but I was never really happy with it. I had some photographers that were very good, and also videos with people that were, of course, very good, but there was not a direction in it. And I got to know someone now who really helps me with it. He's doing it very well. His name is Markus Sternberg. He's doing films. He's a regisseur. What's the name for that? Regisseur.
I don't
English.
know. Producer, director.
Right.
Director. I thought.
Yes, right. Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
But he has like always a great idea about how I could look on a photo or how I could be on a video, and he has this view that I don't have for myself because I only have the musical ideas, and he tries to make it fit to my musical way, and it's a process, but it's really great how we work together.
Excellent,
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Can you tell us something about your future plans?
I just released this solo record that I can show you right now. Maybe but I don't know if it's, I mean, on the radio you won't see that, but this is the solo record.
Wow. Sí.
And it comes out on the 5th of June. It's a solo program, so I'm much into solo piano and singing on maybe 30% of the concert. So singing a bit, but mostly piano. And this is the future plans that I really want to do this. And also a project with a cellist, Iranian cellist.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Impresionante, Manu. Creo que estamos perfectos, ¿no? Sí, but thank you very much for your time. You make us thinking a lot. Today we have to think a lot. See, in the last interview, and this is incredible. See, so we are really happy to meet you. Just the last question to finish the interview. We are going to play one song. Sorry, it never ends. Enter my mind. Yes, sorry for my accent. See. Can you tell us what did that song represent to you?
I sang it a long time ago, playing and singing. I really like it. Of course, the harmonies, but I like the lyrics. It's about that you would never assume that a person would leave you, or you would ever be without that person. And then, yeah, it's a sad song.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Wow, it's beautiful to speak with you. Thanks for your time, Clara, and we keep in touch, okay? We are going to send you the interview when the live show ends. Thank you very much.
Yes, let's keep in touch. Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye. Llévatelo, Raúl, un placer, la verdad, hablar con Clara.
Espectacular.
Once I laughed when I heard you saying that I'd be playing solitaire, uneasy in my easy chair. It never entered my mind, and once you told me I was mistaken, that I'd awaken with the sun and order orange juice for one. It never entered my mind, and you have all I lack myself, and now I myself. And once you warned me that if you scorned me, I'd sing a lover's prayer again and wish that you were there again to get into my hair again. It never entered my mind. It never entered my mind. My